All right, we've made it to our next location, which is this place right here, the roof garden. Dad, why are we here?
The roof garden was the place to go as a teenager back in the day. I started going to the roof garden. That was a dance place. It was
Yeah.
Every Tuesday, Friday, and Saturday night there was a band. Tuesday nights was national band night. Friday night was local band night. Saturday night was regional band night.
Okay.
And there was every band you've ever heard of, probably, I think of anyway, that has performed at the roof garden.
Yeah.
And that's just from the time I was in the summer between 7th and 8th grade, all the way through after I was married. Actually, we came up here to the roof garden to go to dances. And it's just one of my absolute favorite places and favorite memories of being a kid.
Yeah. Who were a couple of, or what were a couple of the best concerts that you saw here?
Oh, gee whiz, there were so many. The Buckinghams were always really good. Grassroots were good. Everybody was good. It seemed like we had a band from my hometown of Esterville. It was called Sensational Soul Company that won a Battle of the Bands here on a Friday night or whatever night it was.
Yeah.
And got to go to Hollywood and make a record. I don't know. Obviously, they didn't make it nationally because nobody's ever heard of them. But the guys in the band were classmates of mine, so
cool.
They were always fun to dance to as well.
Yeah, I know it has undergone some reconstruction here recently. Is this basically what it looked like when you were?
This is exactly what it looked like, and what's different. This is not on the original site.
Okay.
Underneath where it says the roof garden, that lower level was a huge arcade.
Oh, wow.
And it had, I mean, well, back then it was pinball machines and those kinds of game things. There was a root beer stand down there, and they had it was one of those huge root beer barrels.
Yeah.
You buy root beer down there. There's a snack stand there as well. There was also along, would have been more down underneath the garden part. There were a couple of bars down there that were underneath the roof garden.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool when the kids would start hopping and bopping and get going good.
Yeah.
The floor would shake.
Is that right?
And if you were underneath, you knew there were people above you.
Yeah.
It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. There was an Artemis Pyle concert somewhere down here last night. It may have been here at the roof garden.
Was.
Yeah. Because we came over here and ate last night, and it was pretty packed down here, and we drove by.
It was surprisingly full.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna walk over there. We're gonna walk down the street here. Obviously, there's some construction going on to the road itself. I don't know if there's anything more to just fixing up the road or what's going on there, but here's some of that. And then, of course, roof garden is right next to Arnold's Park, the amusement park, Arnold's Park, in the town of Arnold's Park as well. Some of you will know for sure. Do you have any memories from the amusement park?
Yes, there's the one that this is not a good memory. It's a memory. It's just not of a good occasion. But
Yeah.
Mom and I had come out of a dance we were married at the time. We'd come out of a dance at the roof garden, and we're walking back to our car, and as we were walking through the park toward the roller coaster, all of a sudden kids came running off the roller coaster, and a kid had stood up at the
Oh,
highest
jeez.
point, fallen out, and was killed.
Oh, wow. Boy.
Of course, I wanted to go look, and your mother said no.
Good for mom. Good for mom. Boy. Have you been in the roof garden since they've redone it here recently?
Yes. Oh, yes. I've been in here at least 3 or 4 times this summer already.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
It's real nice inside.
Who did you see this
we
summer?
went to a Letterman concert there, and which was kind of cool because I reconnected with a couple of my old classmates that I happened to run into, and it's one of the things about going to the roof garden. You could always find somebody you knew.
Yeah.
So that was really a blessing, you know, to be able to reconnect with a couple of those people.
Yeah. So you saw Letterman. Who else did you see? Anybody?
What?
Who else did you see this summer? You said the Letterman. Anybody
I
else?
saw the Letterman. Gosh.
Can't think now.
The Grassroots. Oh shoot, there was somebody else. I need Mom here to be my memory for me.
Here's the entry is where over here is where you get into the amusement park. And they got let's see, what do they call it, the fun house or whatever. This right here, I guess it says it on the side, doesn't it? The Tipsy House, right there. And if you're into amusement parks, Arnold's Park is an old school type of amusement park.
The roller coasters, wooden roller coasters. I don't know that it is the oldest wooden roller coaster in America, but it's certainly one of the
them.
oldest.
Yeah. And I don't like roller coasters, and I'll ride that one. It's not bad. So if you want to use me as a
I'm not a roller coaster person either, but your mother is.
yeah.
And thankfully, some of our kids are.
Yeah. The Nutty
My
Bar.
grandkids, some of your kids.
Yeah. The Nutty Bar across the way. That's one of my mom's favorite places too.
The Nutty Bar actually used to be in this building just to our left.
Yeah.
And once there was a time, and I'm going to say it was in the late 1980s, that there was a possibility that the developer was going to buy all of this area on the waterfront and just get rid of the park and develop it as condos or some kind of thing like that, a resort or whatever. And they had a Save the Park campaign. I don't know how many $1 million they raised, but there's so many old people like me that just could not stand to see the park go away.
Yeah.
And so we all donated different amounts of money, but I know they raised millions of dollars to be able to purchase the land and redevelop it the way they've done it. It's certainly different than it was when I was a kid, but I'm really glad they saved the park. Yeah,
me too. That would have been a travesty if this would have been torn down. You can see, by the way, this is, what do they call this little area over here? Do you know that goes sort of out to the water?
Bedell Plaza, Berkeley Bedell State Pier.
Yeah. They've just redone that, right, in the last year or two.
That's really very pretty at night, especially. It's got some colored lights there where the sails are on the boat.
And during the 4th of July, this place is jam-packed.
Yeah, just on the other side of the Nutty Bar is what's known as the green space.
Right.
That's actually where the roof garden was, over in that area.
Okay.
And they have an outdoor stage over there. We went to the Beach Boys concert there this summer, which was fun too.
You guys said they weren't. They were
to see some of the old bands like that.
They're not quite as good as they used to be. The Beach Boys.
No, they definitely are not. But shoot, they're almost 80 years old,
Yeah.
and the idea that we still had at least one chance to one more chance to kind of bop to the boys was good.
All right, any other specific memories from down here you want to share before we move on?
Oh gosh, shoot, I can remember one of my friends when I was in high school had a boat, and he would bring the boat over. A lot of times when we went to the roof garden, we'd put the boat in a different place where there wasn't nearly as much traffic, and he would bring us over in the boat, and then we would go to the roof garden.
Yeah, cool.
Get back in the boat and go back to the car.
Yeah.
Load up. Mostly the roof garden is really the big draw.
Yeah.
The museum, there was a there was a fun house.
Yeah.
That used to be on the road. Well, actually, right in front here again.
Okay.
That was connected. It was just down from the roof garden a little bit. It was called the Fun House. You went inside, and it was just this huge room that had what was called a sugar bowl.
Yeah.
And it was like a big wooden bowl, and it had a thing coming up in the middle, and it would spin around, and then you would play King of the Mountain on there. And so you think back to the stuff we did as kids, where we were getting bruised and skinned up and floor burns and everything else, and nobody ever worried about us. And it was fun. And they had another barrel that went around this way, and you had to try to walk through the barrel while it was spinning. And they had a huge slide that was probably, I don't know, three stories high, maybe.
Yeah.
And he sat on a burlap bag and slid down this wooden slide. And they have that, and I think they have the sugar bowl. I'm not sure if they have the other bowl thing or the other barrel thing in the museum, in the Maritime Museum. So
the Maritime Museum, by the way,
the Maritime Museum is on the other side of the.
It's on sort of the back side of this. You go around the corner around here, and it's over there. So, all right. Anything else we should know?
That's probably it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. On the waterfront, they have what's called the Queen, which is a tour boat kind of thing, but it's an old steamship. It's modeled after an old steamship. When the lakes first opened, way back when, in the early 1900s, the only way to get around the lake was by steamship. And so this is a replica of one of the old steamships, and it's always fun to go take a ride on the Queen and hear the history of the lake. It is cool, and it's something that I haven't done it since I was young, and I probably would appreciate it a lot more now than I did then. But it certainly is a popular fixture, the Queen, up here at the lakes. All right, well, we will move along, and we'll catch you at the next spot.